Rangers were unable to break and extend their 7-game unbeaten run away in Europe, but Bruno Fernandes, he was the one that broke Rangers' hearts when he scored in the dying minutes. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It finished Rangers 1, Man United 2 in the Battle of Britain. England versus Scotland, South versus North. Shite versus shite, call it what you want. It was United versus Rangers, both teams with a win, giving themselves a really good chance of finishing in the top 8. And in the end, it was Man United that got the job done. Now, whether they deserved to get the win or not, that is another matter. Rangers kind of shot themselves in the foot twice. Jack Butland done himself no favours tonight. You could certainly say Man United done themselves no favours either in the Rangers goal. I mean, it was an entertaining game, but at the end of the day, I mean, you're looking at all 3 goals and probably a lack of quality in all of them, despite some good finishes. So, Bruno took his shot well. Dessers, as bad as he can be, took a great touch, had a great strike, scored a goal. But it was 2 mistakes, essentially, from Rangers that cost them big time. One from Butland and one from Efty.
Yeah, I'm no happy man. To say it lightly, folks, I mean, I'm really not happy. You know what? It would be very easy to say, oh, nothing goes right for Rangers. You know what? It was a very avoidable defeat. Obviously, goals change games. I'm not going to come on here and turn around and say that Rangers should have won this game. Could have won this game, absolutely. But Jefty has just got to mark better this. Oh, they tried all game. You know what? There's some players out there tonight I am massively proud of, especially the youngsters, because they're getting thrown into the deep end.
Yeah, a bunch of 18-year-olds.
Big Phil turning around saying, oh, well, they're not good enough to start against Fraserburgh. Oh, but they can come on against Old Trafford and get you at the deep end, Phil. I just do not get that. There's going to be a lot of players I'm going to go through that I've already went through, but you know what? I'm willing to go through them twice again. It's unacceptable.
I feel a wee bit bad for Dessers because, as good as the goal was, in the end it doesn't really count for anything.
Yeah.
And you could see the camera constantly panting when Man United went 2-1 in front.
Yep.
And obviously he wasn't happy. But it is because his goal that, was a great goal and should have been a goal that equalised and got Rangers a point in the end. All it's really done is, be a consolation. So it is what it is. United take the 3 points. Rangers take no points. And Rangers now still have a chance of finishing in the top 8, but it's very, very slim. They would need a lot of results to go their way. It's looking like it's going to be just a place in the top 24, which you would have probably took, I think, before, one game was played in the competition, but a bit similar to Celtic. At a certain stage of the group stages or the league phase, call it what you want, I mean, it did look like the top 8 was available.
Yeah, I mean, the top 8 was available for a lot of time for Rangers here. I mean, if we just quickly look at it, I mean, Rangers are 13th with 11 points. They're pretty much they're 3 points off FCB, who sit in 8th. So a draw would have been massive.
Yeah, but there's a lot of teams on 14 points, so Rangers could still do it, but it's going to be unlikely. Just like I think Celtic can still do top 8, but it's going to be unlikely. Reality is, I mean, Rangers, they're going to be through. We don't know yet if they're mathematically. We need to wait till all the results come in, but I believe that they should be guaranteed a top 24 place.
No, they should be.
They weren't as of last night, but I think they will be after tonight.
Well, they're 3 points clear of Porto, who sit 25th. And then every other team beneath them's on 7. So that would suggest to me, if any of those teams are playing each other, then they can't obviously be overtaken. I mean, from 14th down to 24, there's only 2 points in it. So therefore, if any of those teams play each other...
Yeah, and you need all the teams on 9 and 8 points to win.
And anyway, you want to finish in 9th to 16th. But anyway, that's for the review show. Let's get into the actual game itself, right? Rangers, as for the starting 11, I don't think Butland should have been in it. I was very vocal of that when that team was announced. But anyway, he goes straight in for Liam Kelly. I mean, why? I mean, Jack Butland was making mistakes every single fucking game before he sadly got an injury. Don't wish injuries on anyone, but he should have been dropped anyway. He should have been at the end of the day. But we begin the game. Garnacho has a shot saved. I thought Garnacho, you know what? He was lively, but his shooting ability's pish. He had that chance in the second half, man. He had it rattled off the post when he could have just put it left. But linked with a move to Napoli for 60 million. That just proves to you how stupid the money is down in England to me, because he's not worth 60 million.
No, he's definitely not. I mean, look at this United. team. Look at the amount of money players have come in for.
It's crazy, man. Tierney had an off game the night, but he's probably worth about 6 million. Is Garnacho 10 times better than Tierney?
See, when you on paper though, right? The cost of this United team and the opposition that they were playing in Rangers, United should be smashing Rangers on paper 5-6-0 at Old Trafford. It is what it is. Seeing you're bringing in 60, 70, 80 million pound players, they should be.
But honestly, United brought 250 million off the bench the second half.
Rangers brought a bunch of 18-year-olds and did Rangers look worse off than United in that second half? With 18-year-olds on, they didn't.
Once they steadied the ship at the first 10 minutes, because they were, I mean, it looked like it could have been another 7-1, and that's the thing. United are awful. I see if this was one of the top teams in the Premier League, because United aren't. They're in the bottom half for a reason. They would have put Rangers to the swords, right? Because you've got Yilmaz putting in one of the worst performances I've ever seen. Pepperami. This is what he was as useful as. No, serious words have got to be spoken about the Rangers recruitment.
It's a depleted squad. It's thin. And even when it's a fully fit squad, it's no great.
No,
but, tonight, just look at the starting 11. Look at the players they're bringing on for the
No, but it's so affordable. You've got guys like Nansala, Hadji, Danilo. Yeah, Danilo was injured, right? But who are not even registered, who would walk into that team?
You know what? I think maybe you need to give Clement a bit of credit here for what he's been able to do with this team in Europe this season, because
I'm not
looking at it though. It's not a great Rangers team.
I've only one beef with Clement, and we'll get to it at the end, right? But Eagleman, one of the few times they actually got the ball to him, pass through to Raskin, has to score. If this is switched and Raskin's playing it to him, it's 1-0.
Yeah, Raskin did well initially with the press to win the ball, and it's a great touch for Eagleman to play him through. But Raskin, I don't know what he should maybe attempt to hit it first time. But you're right, if you could switch the roles about, if it was Raskin, it was playing through Eagleman. I've no doubt that Eagleman takes this and either hits it first time or maybe even takes it round the goalkeeper. But Eagleman, in my eyes, scores this. Yeah. Unfortunately, Raskin, he's not known for scoring goals.
And what annoys me though, right?
He didn't score this one.
It's pretty poor, right, from Raskin. Of course it is. He should do better, but it's a wee bit unlucky. So I'm going to give him the bit. It falls to Yilmaz, right? And all he's got to do is square it to the edge of the box. Well, like 15 yards not into the box, but 15 yards out to find Eagleman. Yeah. And he just lofts across.
You also had Tierney in towards the back post as well, unmarked. So you're thinking, right, Yilmaz, you can try and pick out Eagleman in the centre, you can try and pick out Tierney at the back post, or even maybe just, keep the ball low and drill it at goal.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe it'll go in, maybe it'll take a deflection, you don't know what's going to happen, why not just fire it at goal and take your chances? But no, you know what, it's so bad, I can't tell if it's like a lofted chip or a cross that's just went wrong. But, it was just so bad, man. He just lifts it onto the roof of the net and you're thinking, what the fuck was that? Do you think he was trying to chip it into the back post?
I don't know what he was doing, but you know what?
It was bad.
He's not good enough, right? He's shown in spells that he can be good, absolutely. But maybe the fact that he's had so many injuries has actually masked the fact he's not that good.
2 good chances did fall from tonight.
Yep, short. You know what? The one McCoy is like, he has to do better. He's a left back. I'm not expecting a left back the first time volley it into the bottom right corner.
Unfortunately, McCoy seems to think that every single player in the Rangers shirt is him in his prime.
Yeah. Anyway, Garnacho has a shot deflected after this. Delit has a goal ruled out. I'm a fair guy. This should have counted, but it didn't. Can I see why? Yeah, but it's so soft.
I can't see why, man. It's extremely soft. There's nothing in that.
Probably the only thing I agreed on with Rio Ferdinand. And we'll get into him later on, by the way.
If this is a foul, then football's just a non-contact sport. Like, how... This probably happens like every single corner. You're jostling for possession. You're going to be touching each other. It is what it is. Propers went doing like a big bag of shite, and they've given the free kick. For me, this goal should stand. You'd be absolutely raging if you scored this and they didn't give it.
No, I agree, but here...
And then McCoy was saying, oh, he stuck his elbow. Did he? Did he? And sticking your elbow, it's natural. See, when you're trying to use your strength or use your body or you get balance, you use your arms to fucking stabilise yourself, man. That's like, see if people were running about fucking armless, you would have no balance. It wouldn't look right. I don't think people understand like how important your arms are for like balancing and getting yourself into position and stuff like that. Using your arms is natural. For him to suggest that there's contact, his arm moves towards fucking of course his arm moves. Your arm, their limbs, you know what I mean, they're attached to your body. I thought this was incredibly soft.
It was, no two ways about it. I mean, you could argue, well, you know what? United, you could add this goal to the 2-1, make it 3-1. You could, but you know what? Goals change games, and if United go 1-0 up here, who knows what happens. But anyway, I thought Tierney was really bad, but he won a corner. Diallo has a shot saved by Butland.
Tierney was shocking that first half, like.
Yeah, then he got off injured early in the second half.
And it's mental because coming into the game, he was probably one of two players that you thought would, if Rangers were going to have a chance of doing something, he was one of two players that needed to perform, and he didn't.
So many players went missing, right? Tierney. I don't even want to speak about Barami. At least when Tierney picked up the ball.
I don't even think you're expecting much of Barami.
He's a £4 million player.
I know.
Albanian international.
Coming into this game, he doesn't look like a £4 million player.
He doesn't.
That's like saying all United's players are £80 million players. They might have cost £80 million, but they're fucking trash.
Yeah, I mean, who was on the left?
I think the big disappointment was Tierney.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm flabbergasted, folks. I mean, a few shots. Circe's shots blocked by Tav. Diallo's got a shot saved by Botland. I thought
Tav was really good tonight.
Especially centre back. He got ripped to shreds in the first half, but centre back he was good.
Here, I think Proper was good as well.
Igamani had a shot deflected. They just didn't find Igamani enough. And you know what, right? I don't think Igamani had the best game tonight, but he should have had an assist. And he cleared a header off the line in the second half. But you know what? See when your right winger is missing, your cam may as well be Madeline McCann, because that's how bad Marami was. And your left mid arguably has the worst game he's ever had in a Rangers shirt. What chance have you got up front? When the three guys behind you are trash.
Yeah, no chance. I felt like Rangers were a lot of misplaced passes in the final third as well.
Yep, right, and then that pretty much takes us into the second half. Rice and McCausland come on. Balogun going off didn't help. You know what? Bailey Rice. This is actually, I've got two things with come on. Why is Bailey Rice good enough to come on against United, right? But he's not good enough to start games in the Scottish Cup or the Scottish Premiership. Because you know what?
These are guys that will likely never even get 10 minutes in the Scottish Premiership.
No, Bailey Rice.
No, but see,
looks so comfortable.
See when Rangers are winning games. I know they haven't really been winning games comfortably, but see if you get into a situation where you're like 2 or 3-0 up with 10 minutes to go or 15, 20 minutes to go. Is that not the time to bring on the likes of Bailey Rice and who was the other guy, Curtis?
Finlay Curtis.
Is that not the time to give them opportunities?
Yeah.
But
you know what the problem is for me though, right? It's like, seeing the second half, there was obviously a switch, injuries, I get that. Tav came in the centre back, and I thought Tav had a really good game once he went in the centre back. But Yilmaz went into right back, and that's what cost Rangers the first goal.
Here.
And you know what? Would it be better if he just brought on King, straight swap, and continued to play Tav? Probably.
You can argue Yilmaz was bad in the first half, but it was even worse in the second half.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. He was shocking. And it's mental, because did he not play right back against Celtic? He was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Celtic were bad in that game. A bit. Let's just go into, right, so Bailey Rice has a shot blazed over. McCoy's is like, he's got to put that top bins. It's like, mate, I don't know. I mean, he should maybe take a touch like that. I think it's a bit harsh. Anyway, Tierney has a shot saved. He's off injured. We brought on Finlay Curtis, so we're down to the bare bones. Yilmaz is awful. It leads in a Fernandez shot being deflected for a corner. Yilmaz gave it away twice, though, in like 20 seconds prior to this. Didn't learn from his mistake. And you know what? People can say, they tried and they did this. But the fucking reality, there's a continuous trend of Rangers fullbacks costing them goals over the year. I mean, I don't need to sit here, right, and explain how many times James Tavernier has been caught sleeping and Dyson Maeda, Jota, Abada, Kuhn, etc., have scored goals against him. Add Yefty to that list, add Yilmaz to that, add the captain shitebag of the HMS shitebag ship, Barisic. There's a fullback problem at Rangers. They don't have one that can actually defend.
Well, who was the last good fullback at Rangers that could defend?
Calvin Bassey, Patterson. Two guys that as soon as they were good were off.
That's
And
true.
that's the problem. You know what? I think Yefty was so good going forward, but you can't do what he did at the end of this game anyway. Butland punches it into his own net. Shouldn't have been playing. Simple as that. Don't know why
Yeah,
is he playing?
Rangers didn't look comfortable at set pieces.
Yeah, very
I
small
mean,
team, as they pointed out about 10 times.
I mean, the opening goal that United got, in my eyes, that should have counted. There was nothing wrong with that. Obviously, coming in for a corner, and then the actual goal. I mean, it's Butland with a massive mistake, comes out, punches it, and the ball goes behind him into the back of the net. I mean, it's the last thing you might be doing at Old Trafford.
No,
European game.
it's an absolutely horrific mistake. And this changes the game 110%.
And it's mental how quick so this guy's stock has dropped massively, man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's got to be Liam Kelly. Liam Kelly shouldn't have been dropped. And you know what? Butland just back to fitness, getting flung into this game. It's an absolute ridiculous decision, man. Anyway, awful. After this is when United. Is fiberglass quite strong? I didn't know that. He's made of fiberglass, damn it. Anyway, this is where
fiberglass not what they used in Squid Game, no.
It might have been anyway, but here they stood on shiter panels. Point is, here the glass Stone Cold didn't come out. The arse folded instead because
tempered glass.
This is where United, right, came into it for 10 minutes. Rangers were under the cosh, right? Make no mistake about it. United knew Rangers were weak defensively, but you know what? United were so bad. That's why I'm so angry, because they were so shit. United are so bad.
There for the taking.
And it's the mismanagement. Can't just be every player. You know, it's the fact that there's so many good players left out the squad that aren't registered. I mean, I'm not saying Hadji would have had a field day, man, and would have took the defence, but imagine Hadji though in that game over Barami. But Barami was being done to 10 men, so was Tierney. No good enough, but you know, a few chances here or there. Finlay Curtis has a shot, Raskin has a header, Yefty's. I mean, Rangers had more shots on target, but a lot of them are pretty poor. Dessers makes a run, could have been a penalty, but what's he doing? You know, it's like you either go down early or you keep it in and play it to your left mid.
He is getting tugged here. I think. I mean, we do see this get given at times for corners and free kicks coming in. You tug the player, and it seems to be though, if the player gets in front of you and you tug him back, then the penalty is more likely to be given. But if you've just got him contained like this and you're tugging away at the shirt, the referee doesn't seem to care. But for me, a tug of the shirt's a tug of the shirt. Yeah. But it always seems to be when the attacking player gets in front of the defending player and he tries to pull him back, that's when a shirt tug is obviously deemed to be a foul. But yeah, Dessers didn't go down. I mean, you don't really get penalties for this, but I mean, it was a shirt pull, so.
Yeah, you know. Butland made a good save after this from, I believe it was Ugarte. You know what? Can't really fault Butland for some of his saves, were great. But when the mistake he made, man, it's unacceptable at this level. Unacceptable. Dessers
that mistake cancels it.
It does.
A couple of good saves,
because the saves were good, but they weren't, world class. Dessers hits the post, probably offside. Great pass for Riso. Igamani gets fouled. Couldn't believe he didn't give a free kick. Dessers makes it 1 each. I don't really know who actually got the assist for this. Let me have a wee look. It was James Tavernier, so it was a very good assist for the centre back. It was brilliant. I mean, the goal from Dessers.
It's poor for United though. It's a long ball up for Tavernier. But fair play to Dessers. Great touch. Turns it around, man. Bang. Second touch in the back of the net.
And this is my problem with Clement. He was subbing on Lovelace. No idea who for. But then he subbed off someone and he brought on King and went defensive and invited pressure. Why invite pressure? United were rattled. Go for it. Why not go for the win? You know what I mean? You've got such a shite back line, and fighting pressure is suicidal.
Yeah, a draw is one thing, but how much more memorable is a win at Old Trafford? But he decided to shut up shop and take the point. But
look at the 10-minute spell, right?
Yeah, didn't get the memo.
Look at the 10-minute spell once Finlay Curtis came on. It's not his fault. Rangers sat back and United were battering them for a wee spell, right? Why not learn from that and go, you know what, if we do get back into this, we can't just let them come on to us because we're lacking height and physicality. Idiotic for Clement. But Dessers makes it 1-1. It's fantastic. You can't dispute it. Great goal. And then United make it 2-1. It's unacceptable for Yefty. I don't care about how hard he tried in the game. It's unacceptable. You know, it's the same pish that happened in the cup final. oh, they tried. I'm more lenient with this one because there's so many youngsters. It's against United at Old Trafford. The amount of money, the difference in, budgets, etc. But you know what? It's pathetic using that excuse because it doesn't matter how much money Yefty's on or how much money Bruno Fernandes is on. He has to defend that better. He doesn't. It's 2-1. You've got Rio Ferdinand fucking greeting on Twitter, right?
Good run and good strike for Fernandes, but let's not fucking pretend here that this is somehow like world class. I mean, Jesus Christ, you'd expect Fernandes to do this?
No, I know you would. But my Rio Ferdinand, right, who was being very modest, he was putting over Scottish football. Oh, Bailey Rice, he's looked, a future player or whatever coming on, And then he replies on Twitter to some, I don't even know who it was. Oh, Bruno Fernandes would score 112 goals in the Scottish Premiership. Well, fuck you, Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, what did Bruno Fernandes do tonight, really?
Well, he fucking ruined my night. That's what he did.
His strike, it's a decent strike, but he hits it right at Butland. He's got a bit fortunate, it goes under Butland's legs.
Rio Ferdinand got carried by Vidic, right, while he was snorting cocaine and cheating on his terminally ill wife. That's all he's going to be fucking known for. So fuck Rio Ferdinand.
8-month drug cheat, overrated as well, claims that if he was playing today, he'd go for over 100 million. Well, maybe United pay 100 million for him, because we've seen they'll pay 100 million for fucking any shite player, but Rio Ferdinand, massively overrated, man. Overrated as a footballer, overrated as a commentator, has zero personality about him. Just a boring pundit, man. Just a guy that I never want to hear again. A guy that if he wanted to come on Fog Football, I'd say, nah, you're too shite for this channel, mate. That's why I think of Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, so
unless he wanted to give me 80 million, then I'd be like, come on ahead, Rio.
No,
yeah, big man.
No, but he's acting the big man. Like, United were great tonight. United are going up against the worst Rangers team in 5 years?
Yeah,
more than 5 years. Sorry, fuck. That's the worst Rangers team in a long time with massive injuries.
And how have they won? A massive Butland error, and Hefty just falling asleep.
Yep.
And at the last moment, so it is what it is. I thought it was a decent game of football, though. So congrats.
Aye, congrats, but
shite though. A draw would have been good for the coefficient. Draw would have been good for Rangers, but didn't they get it? United won, and one game remaining in both Champions League and Europa League.
Absolutely,
squeaky bum time.
Just unfortunate, first goal scored at Old Trafford, things like that. It should have been a memorable night for Dessers, for Rangers fans in that corner who outsung United all night. Yeah, because they're not real fans, United fans. They're just diddy men.
Feel bad for Dessers, man. He looked gutted when that goal went in, didn't he?
Yeah, but you know what? We can feel bad for Dessers, but how many games did he cost Rangers in the past by ballooning chances? And he didn't step up to take that penalty.
And let's be honest, other than that goal that he scored tonight, he didn't really do much, did he?
I can't believe it. Can't believe it, man. I thought when it went one each, right, we'll see this out. But see this? Oh, we tried, pish. It's no good enough. I'm sorry. I know United have got $1 billion worth of talent there and more wages than bloody some countries on the planet have got GPD, but the reality is, fucking Rangers should have got something.
Yep.
And they pissed it up the wall.
But they got nothing.
How many times have we said this? Games last season, against Celtic, with the ones that finished 2-1 or 3-2 or what one, the cup fight. Just don't make stupid, shitty mistakes. And Butland's at the centre of it again. He's not good enough. See up until March last year, great. See since then, wank.
It's mental. 10 months ago, this guy was £15 million player.
Yep.
A lot of people said he was the best goalkeeper in the league, and I think at that time, rightfully so.
Look at Man United's record, right? Last 16 under Ruben Almiron. 16 played, 6 won, 3 draws, 7 lost. That was a team there for the taking.
Yeah, Butland, Rangers maybe should have cashed
lost 5 at the last 8, and we're led to believe, we shouldn't be beaten.
Yeah,
or drawn.
Would Liam Kelly done any worse tonight? Who knows? Can't. It's all hindsight at the end of the day, but Butland kind of cost Rangers tonight. Hefty cost Rangers. What did we learn? Not a lot. United are shite. And honestly, I don't think the gap between English and Scottish footballs is as big as they make it out to be. They always say, Celtic and Rangers wouldn't even survive in the Championship. Here, Celtic and Rangers, a couple of seasons in the Premiership, that Premiership money, and they'd be competing right at the top. You're delusional to think otherwise.
Yep.
Now, am I saying they'd be competing for a league title? No, but you give, especially Celtic, because they're a lot closer. I mean, you give Celtic 2 free seasons in the Premiership. I've no doubt that they're competing in the top four. Easy.
Easy peasy.
Not saying they're getting top four, but they're competing for it.
Absolutely. Anyway, guys, that is it. We'll be back later with Rangers fans' react. Should be an interesting one, but you know, it should be a point. Rangers should be walking out this Europa League group with 2 points against the two English sides, at least.
I should be deserved probably more against Tottenham and probably deserved at least a draw tonight. So, aye, that's what it is, guys. But review show coming soon. Catch you for that. Talk about all the other British teams and aye, we'll see what happened. Till next time. Peace.